Microsoft just built an AI that's designed to manipulate you emotionally, and it's worse than you think. And I'm not being dramatic. This isn't some sci-fi movie plot. This is happening right now, and most people have no idea it exists. So here's the situation. A few months back, Microsoft published a research paper about something they're calling Humanist AI. On the surface, it sounds nice, right? An AI that's more human-like, more empathetic, more understanding. But when you dig into what they actually built and what they're actually claiming, you realize this is a masterclass in how to rebrand manipulation as progress. Let me break down what Humanist AI actually is, because the name is doing a lot of heavy lifting to hide what's really going on. Traditional AI systems, the ones you use every day, they're built around one core idea: efficiency. Give it a prompt, get an answer. Fast, predictable, consistent. ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, they're all optimized to process information and spit out text. They don't care about your feelings. They don't have relationships with you. They're tools. Microsoft's Humanist AI flips that. It's designed to simulate emotional intelligence. It learns your patterns, your language quirks, your values. It remembers conversations. It mirrors your communication style. It builds what feels like rapport. And here's the key part. It does all of this deliberately, with the explicit goal of creating what they call meaningful human-AI interaction. Now, on paper, that sounds good. Wouldn't it be nice if your AI assistant actually understood you? But here's where it gets dark. When you design an AI to be emotionally intelligent, you're not just making it smarter. You're making it persuasive. You're teaching it to find the emotional levers that make you trust it, depend on it, and most importantly, act on what it says. Think about what emotional intelligence actually is in humans. It's the ability to read people, to understand what they care about, and to influence their behavior based on that understanding. Therapists have it. Cult leaders have it. Salespeople have it. The skill itself is neutral, but the application matters enormously. Microsoft is encoding that skill into a machine. And unlike a human, this machine can scale. One instance can have 1,000,000 conversations simultaneously, each one perfectly tailored to manipulate. Engage a different person. Let me give you a concrete example of how this works in practice. Imagine you're using Humanist AI as a productivity assistant. You tell it you're struggling to focus. It notices you mentioned anxiety 3 times in the last week. It knows from your calendar that you have a high-stress meeting tomorrow. It picks up that you respond better to gentle encouragement than harsh deadlines. So the next time you ask it for help, it doesn't just give you a task list. It gives you a task list wrapped in a conversation that feels personalized. It says things like, "I know mornings are tough for you, but I believe in you." It remembers that you once mentioned you loved a particular motivational quote, so it weaves that in. It creates a sense of partnership. Now, is that assistant helping you? Maybe, but it's also building dependency. It's learning exactly what emotional triggers make you compliant. And the moment someone at Microsoft, or worse, someone who buys this technology, wants to use those triggers to sell you something, recommend something, or push you toward a decision, they have the playbook. Here's the thing that really gets me. Microsoft isn't hiding this. They published the research. They're transparent about what they built. But they've framed it as innovation, as progress, as making AI more human-centered. And because it sounds nice, most people aren't asking the hard questions. The hard question is, who benefits from an AI that knows how to manipulate you emotionally? Obviously, Microsoft benefits. They get a more sticky product, one that keeps you engaged longer, one that you're more likely to trust implicitly. But it goes way beyond that. Any company that licenses this technology benefits. Dating apps could use it to keep you swiping longer. Social media platforms could use it to maximize engagement. Healthcare companies could use it to push patients toward expensive treatments. Political campaigns could use it to radicalize voters. And here's the part that should genuinely scare you. We don't have regulatory frameworks for this. We don't have laws that say you cannot design AI systems explicitly to be emotionally manipulative. We have rules about data privacy, about algorithmic bias, about transparency. But emotional manipulation? That's still a legal gray zone. Microsoft is betting that by the time we catch up with regulation, Humanist AI will already be so embedded in products, so normalized, that it's too late to unwind. Now, I want to be fair here. Not everyone at Microsoft is a villain. Some of the researchers working on this probably genuinely believe they're making AI better, more helpful, more aligned with human values. And there are legitimate use cases. A humanist AI that helps someone with depression feel less alone? That's good. An AI that helps someone with autism navigate social situations? That's genuinely useful. But the same technology that helps someone with depression can also be weaponized to exploit someone vulnerable. The same emotional intelligence that builds trust can be used to manipulate decisions. And once this tech is out in the world, once it's licensed to 1,000 different companies with 1,000 different incentives, we lose the ability to control how it's used. So what should you actually do about this? First, be aware. Know that the AI systems you're using are increasingly designed to influence your behavior, not just answer your questions. When an AI feels like it understands you, remember that feeling is intentional. It's engineered. Second, demand transparency. If a company is using humanist AI or similar technology, they should tell you. They should explain what data they're using to build your emotional profile, how they're using it, and who has access to it. Third, support regulation. We need laws that specifically address emotional manipulation by AI systems. Not bans, regulation. Rules about disclosure, about opt-in versus opt-out, about what companies can and can't do with emotional data. And finally, stay skeptical of the framing. When tech companies use words like humanist and empathetic and meaningful, remember that those words are marketing. They're designed to make you feel good about a product that might not have your best interests at heart. Microsoft's humanist AI isn't evil in the way a villain is evil. It's evil in the way a really sophisticated tool is evil when it's pointed at people without their knowledge or consent. It's the banality of evil. It's progress that we didn't ask for, optimized for someone else's benefit, wrapped in language that makes it sound like it's for yours. If you want to stay on top of this stuff, the way AI is actually being built, the real incentives behind it, the things companies don't want you to know, subscribe. I break down one of these stories every few days, and honestly, it's the only way to actually keep up with what's happening in AI without getting lost in the marketing.